One thing I want to say, you know why we aren't doing well in Iraq? Okay, here's why. We went to a place where they never had democracy, and we tried to give them the 2004 software, and it doesn't work that way. In this country, we started democracy, and it was like the Wild West frontier justice. We had the Constitution, but when the rustlers and the sidewinders and the horse thieves started any static, they'd hang them and tar and feather them. That's how you had to do it in Iraq. But we go into Iraq, and when the thugs started tearing the place apart, we tell our troops, hold your fire. So they carjack, rape, and loot the majority of Iraqis. And then the majority of Iraqis say, you're not going to shoot these pieces of garbage? And we go, no, this is democracy. They go, well, I don't think I like democracy. We should have been in there cleaning up the towns like Marshall Dillon and Wyatt Earp. Instead we went to the OK Corral with a couple of ACLU lawyers and a copy of Chicken Soup for the Soul. All right? When you're an occupying force, sometimes you have to use force. That's part of occupying force, because people are watching you closely when you're occupying, like a singer on Showtime at the Apollo. They will cheer you, but if you mess up, here comes the booze, and it starts with the brothers in the balcony. But if you keep messing up, it spreads so even the church ladies start waving you off. All right? It's not arrogance. I just wonder how I could have this kind of clarity and just be in the lowly position in society I'm in, instead of like a president or something up there. It's not arrogance. I'm just wondering how every day I could have bell-like clarity and still be in the lowly position of a minor, cable star. Now, Pat Tillman, the guy who died, he left a successful career, $3 million a year in the NFL, he joined the Army, was killed. And what kills me about it is, well, they did a big thing on his funeral in the Times today. Oh, no, they didn't. They didn't have anything on it. Just the fact that in this country it's so unhip to like say, hey, this guy was a hero. That's what bugs me about this country. It's like in bad taste to say, hey, it's too nationalistic to say like, oh, Pat Tillman was a hero. So he gets a little bit of coverage, just enough where everybody feels civilized. But they can't say he's a hero because that sounds like fascism or something.
Wait a minute, they said he was a hero. I seen it on every channel.
ESPN, that was it.
I seen it on Nickelodeon. What are you talking about? Every time they said he was a hero. They had no problem saying he was a hero.
You know what? He's not only is he a hero, but he really did something amazing. In this day and age, when too often the image we get of athletes is that they're these overpaid, arrogant, flashy babies, Pat Tillman reminds us all that there are still also white athletes.
I just feel like this country is so corny. This country's so afraid of being corny, rather, that if you say, hey, this guy's a hero, it's like, oh, that's embarrassing. Why do we call somebody a hero? Well, I feel like it's very...
I would consider him a hero, considering the fact that he gave up all those millions of dollars to go fight. I mean, how many people would give up money? He put, the country before money. I think that's heroic in and of itself. And he was with a team of Rangers that actually were winners.
Right, so you're right. Now, Keith is the only one here that has served his country, unless you were in the Army. Were you in the Army?
No.
Keith served his country. Tell him, Keith. There's a real hero. Nobody talks about this guy.
Nobody talks about Keith Robinson, my heroic efforts.
He did. Tell him about it. He joined.
I joined the Navy. I was sworn into the Navy, and I backed out the next day.
But he joined.
But it was heroic what I did.
He joined.
When I swore it, I had my fingers crossed swearing in. It was awful. But the guy who came to pick me up, man, the recruiting officer, he picked me up. He picked me and my mother up, and he's driving me in there, and I'm like, I was with Mommy. That's right. I love my mom. And I told him I was backing out, and he was driving. He's mad. He's like, "You're not going to back out, you little bitch." And my mom like, "Don't call my son no bitch." I'm like, "Yeah, Mom, get his ass."
See, that's a close thing.
So as we got there, we got to the place, right? And they took my mom in the room and told her how much money she would get if I won in. So she came out. I'm like, "Mom, I don't want to go." She's like, "Shut up, you little bitch." I'm like, "Oh."
I could almost hear the Star Spangled Banner playing.
That was a beautiful story.
I just think it's refreshing that there's a professional athlete killing people outside of the States for once, man.
No, I hate when they combine the athlete with the military. I hate when the press does that. So, like, he scored a touchdown for America.
Right. Yeah, I don't like those little clever things.
I hate stuff like that.
It's kind of corny. But listen to this. Go ahead. You want to say something?
No, go ahead.
Military career?
Yeah, go.
In his book on the down low, what do you guys think about this? J.L. King, takes a look at black men who have sex with other men but don't consider themselves gay. Here are some examples of the down low brothers. There's the professional brother, right?
I didn't even know.
Yeah, I noticed you ain't look at it.
I didn't even know.
You didn't know what's up. Then they got the thug brother. And then they got the I'm just curious brother. So what do you guys think about this book? Is this book nonsense, or is it true, or is it just, you know, I mean, I'm so...
Well,
go ahead.
You know for yourself that years ago, now in the 70s, if you mess with a gay guy, you didn't have to be gay in the 70s.
Right.
In the 2000s, you're gay. Like in the 70s, like long as you didn't rub the guy's ear,
as
you
long
were
as
okay.
he did you.
He did you was okay.
Right.
That was in the 70s. Now it's...
Well, what do you think about this book? What's going on?
This book is ridiculous. First of all, you know, I went on the website to check out stuff. But first of all, he has a whole checklist of things, warning signs that he said warning signs that African American women need to look out for. That your husband may be gay on the down. And the first one was like, if you're in bed with him and he's like, give me that big black shaft. Ooh, sorry.
But of course, you'll defend it as ridiculous because your people are right there.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Latino that won't take a BJ from anybody, male or female.
No, but that's...
Oh, be honest.
No, right. But it's oral doesn't count, right?
Exactly. But like Pete the Italians, you guys are not far behind.
Well, this is what blows my mind. They're admitting they have sex. Black men are admitting they have sex with other black men, right? But then they say they're not gay. And my point is, does the black man admit any responsibility for anything? I mean, I didn't touch it, I didn't take it, I didn't break it. Come on, you're having sex with men, and then you're saying you're not gay. That's gay.
You're Italian, right?
Yeah.
Did you just see that Sopranos episode?
I missed the very last one.
Yeah, that was...
It was all saying...
What happened? Oh, well.
Well, it was a something, but... but what do you think? You think it's true that a lot of guys are doing this?
No, I think gay guys exaggerate because they're still men, and you know men always exaggerate their sexual escapades.
But if there's one, that's enough.
No, gay guys always exaggerate. Even the word fabulous, that's an exaggeration. Nothing's ever that fabulous.
And they say the thing that
culture. There is a culture out there of guys that's out there sleeping with other guys that aren't married. Now the main problem is it's not even if you deceive somebody and you break their heart, that's one thing. But when you deceive somebody and affect their health, that's a whole nother ball game. You know, that's the problem right there. We're affecting these black women's health out there.
But see, I think these statistics are just a little exaggerated. I really do believe that, and they've been exaggerated before. And it's like, and this guy in the book, he was saying that okay, black men don't want to go tell their ladies because they're homophobic. What the hell is not telling your lady that you're sleeping with a man have to do with being homophobic? We don't want to tell them anything.
You know, that's
true. You don't want to tell if you're sitting with a woman either.
Yeah,
it's homophobic. You're right.
This whole thing's become this little pop culture phenomenon. Like he was even this guy. The author was on Oprah. He was talking about the book on Oprah, and it's literally on Oprah's book club and all that kind of stuff. So when you go on the website, you can add it to your wedding registry. The book says add to your wedding registry, which that would be a hell of a wedding gift. There you go. There you go. You always figured your husband was a little.
Our society's gone stark raving mad.
But that's what it is, and I think like gay people have straight people, like black people have white people, scared to say any damn thing. If you know what I mean, you're scared, or you'll be called homophobic. So that's the whole thing. It's like nobody wants to be called homophobic, so nobody challenges these gay guys to where do you get this from? Where did you see this at?
But there's also another group of guys like ex-convicts and stuff, people that were incarcerated. And in jail, it's a whole other culture. I don't agree with the incarcerated gay stuff. You're gay, you're gay. You can't be gay for a minute.
But what if you're in for 30 years?
Yeah,
well,
you
have 30 years.
I don't care how long you've been
give a man a chance. 30 years. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but what if it was against your will? Let's say you're a comedian on the road, you're a little drunk one night, you end up in a holding tank. That doesn't mean you can't judge someone.
I ain't never been that drunk in my life. So
we'll be right back after this message. Yesterday, Tough Crowd at Singular Wireless asked you this tough question. Which of these songs has not been used at a rally for John Kerry? A, Hello by Lionel Richie. B, I Won't Back Down by Tom Petty. Or C, Hey Ya by Outkast. The answer is A, Hello by Lionel Richie. 50% of you got it right. Thanks for playing, and remember to check back the first Monday of each month for your next Singular Tough Crowd Tough Question. Well, well, well. Convicted child rapist Laura Faye McCollum, considered to be one of the most dangerous female sex offenders in the nation, is going to be transferred against her will to a prison where she'll be the only woman with 190 male sex offenders. She's outraged. What do you think about this?
I think she looks like Pete Rose right there.
I bet the guys are gonna be like, "Where's the woman image?"
Yeah,
where's she coming?
They should make her, make her go there, and strap lubricant to her ass.
But you think?
Don't you think
Strap it on there.
Butt naked lubricant all over.
Put her ass in there.
But don't you guys think it's like kind of absurd that we even entertain the rights or privileges of a woman who's a convicted child rapist? You know, I mean, like if we just gave her the death penalty, it would probably be less of a conversation than putting her in a different jail.
Yeah, buddy, I don't want the death penalty for him. Nah, I don't want it, man. I want any pedophile. I want their arms cut off and their penis cut off. That way, if they see a kid, that's right. You know what I mean?
Have their eyes cut out. You know,
if they see any kid walking in the mall or anything, only thing they can do is lick them. That's it. That's so bad.
Even the whole thing is like we're wasting our tax and societal resources on these kind of people. First of all, she's one of only 3 women sex offenders in the country that's at that level. So these are lost causes, you know. Yeah. In Minnesota, where she is, they actually tried to put for a year. They said they tried to do co-ed sex counseling for people, co-ed sex counseling in jails, and apparently that didn't work. They said, which is true.
How bad is she that she has to be separated from the other 2? That kind of blows my mind.
But this is what I'm saying, not to go back to my monologue, but the point is, what you're saying is, that's what I like about these Middle Eastern countries. They would cut somebody's penis and arms off, so we have to find a fine balance between our democracy, but then, you know, but they kill rapists. They throw stones at rape victims.
They should do that.
So I'm saying, well, not at the rape victims, but at the rapists, yeah. But
I'm saying, rapist.
Yeah, so they were a little, but I'm saying,
I don't like that.
It's all in the suffix.
Why? Just because you were accused of rape?
No, I don't like it. I just don't like it, though. See, I'm kidding, but I don't like it.
He is kidding. No, why not?
Because it's like
you think a pedophile? What is that? What's the age limit when you decide?
I'm just saying, you with the whole rape thing is a little wide. You don't know. It's you don't know. Is this
because you're trying to defend your boy Kobe? Once he get off, then it's all right.
Right.
You know, they got Kobe like they're doing him like Mandela.
In these countries, they literally stone people who are rape victims. They stone you to death, hit you with rocks till you're dead for being a victim. And first of all, that could take up to 8 hours. I read the stoning, and that's because in those countries, everyone's so malnourished they can barely pick up the rock, much less throw it.
Not only that,
they get all woozy, end up dying of boredom and dehydration.
But you see what I'm saying?
So you know what they love over there? The hero of all the imams, Mariano Rivera. Because they say when he comes in, his arm's still fresh. They said he could kick out like 3 sexual assault victims in a matter of minutes. Next day. All right,
I think everybody should get their crime back to them. So if you're a rapist, you should get raped. If you're a murderer, you should get killed. And if you like to shoot people, then every 3 months they should just shoot your ass so you know what it feel like.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Who's going to rape the rapist?
Now, what do you think about this?
Who's going to rape the
rapist?
Speaking of rape, there's plenty
of people getting raped. A prison in Mexico is now so understaffed, it's employed 42 of its most violent inmates as the guards. Now, this doesn't sound like a good idea, does it?
Not at all. Yeah.
But they said they had the prisoners vote, and they voted on these 2, of course, because the guy's like, you're going to vote for me?
Well, I mean, if it helps to keep order, look, we have Mexican jails here, like in L.A. and Texas, and...
Oh, L.A.
I was kidding.
No, you weren't. No. Everyone's like, yeah, they look pretty Mexican.
No, but whatever system we use doesn't really work, right? So, you know, if it keeps order, let it keep order. Who cares?
But we do use that system, only it's unofficial.
We had a teacher in school who used to get the bully of the class and let him run the whole class. He used to take you. It didn't work good at all. He'd take you in a cloakroom, smack your ass, and touch you a little bit.
Was he not part of that statistic on the download that the gay guys are exaggerating on?
I didn't say, well, come on, you know, that was the 70s. I told you in the 70s.
It was a different game, you're right.
It was a different game in the 70s. This one guy is not, I can't say his name, I guess, but what he would do,
you can say his name.
I can't say his name, but he would fight guys, he would fight them, and then after he knocked them out, he would pull their trousers down and have his way with them. That's a hell of a fight. You got to focus real hard. We'll be right back. Stay awake. Stay awake.